Well, hello and welcome. Thank you for joining in the final week of How to Fight for Good Mental Health during COVID-19. My name is Al Westerman. I'm the youth pastor at Living Hope Church, and it has become a passion of mine to try to give people tools on how to fight for good mental health. This is a very difficult time to be alive. It's a very difficult season to manage, and I think a lot of us are finding it a time that's difficult to have hope, a time that's difficult to dream about tomorrow. And one of the things that has come out of that is that anxiety and depression and suicidal thoughts are more prevalent than ever. And I want to take the first little bit to just talk to the person who's struggling with suicidal thoughts. And I want to say that I understand that this is a very hard time to be alive. This is a very difficult season. It really is. But I also want to encourage you that this is not the end. This isn't how it ends. There is life on the other side of this pandemic. There is life on the other side of your mental health struggle. And I believe that you can get through it. I believe that you can come through in a very powerful and profound way. Today, I want to talk about giving you some tools on how to find your purpose. And I think having an understanding and living into your purpose is a very, very useful way to fight for good mental health. It's a very, very useful way to feel fulfilled and experience that joy. And so real quick, I want to start off by saying that it's really good to fuel yourself, to fuel your brain and your body. Fuel your brain with resources, not just whatever comes across your phone, but actually actively searching things out. Maybe this is in books, maybe it's on websites, maybe it's on YouTube. It can be on several different things, but not just what's easy and not just what comes across your screen, but actively searching something out. Also, it's important to fuel your body. Fuel your body with quality sources of protein and put a focus on whole foods. This has done amazing things for my mental health, and I totally believe that it can do it for yours as well. I want to encourage you to invest in yourself. Our most limited resource as human beings, I would argue, is time. You can get almost anything back, whether it's money or clothes or food. You can pretty much get that back if you work hard enough. But time just goes in one direction. So if time is our most limited resource, I would argue that our most unlimited resource is our potential. Our potential is exponentially higher than we might think it is. I am a firm believer that if there is something that you really, really love and you're passionate about, you can find a way to make that work. Maybe it's a side hustle, maybe it's a side job, maybe it's something that you actually do for a career. It's probably going to start off as a side thing, but you can continually move towards it. Moving toward your passion and moving toward your purpose. Now, what's really neat about this is as you're reading books or watching interesting YouTube things that you're trying to learn about, certain things inside you will come alive because success leaves clues. This really is the crux of what I want to come and tell you today, is that success leaves clues, is the concept I got from Tony Robbins. And what this means is as you're learning and as you're growing and as you're investigating different things, subjects will stand out to you. And you will come alive inside when you research or when you study or when you experience, when you discuss these topics. Now, what I'm telling you is that this is going to be connected to your passion and is going to be connected to your purpose. So when you're doing this, you'll come alive inside. Pay attention. Pay attention to that tension and really begin to investigate it more and say, is this something that I can see myself putting a lot of time into? Now, when you find that subject, whether it's clean drinking water in Africa, whether it's social justice, maybe it's photography, maybe it's baking, Whatever it might be, pay attention to it and try to find a problem. Try to find a problem within that. Maybe not enough people have delicious gluten-free or sugar-free baking. Maybe it's that not enough people are doing wedding edits. Maybe it's that there isn't enough livestock in Africa. Now, find someone who is also passionate about this and run with them. And find a people and find a problem and then try to create a solution. Now, your goal is not to end hunger in Africa by 2022. Your goal is to create a well or get a filter by 2025. Whatever it might be, get a small goal. I can't emphasize this enough. Get a small goal that you can actually work towards and actually accomplish, because you'll be making a difference in the world. If your thing is photography, don't say that you want to shoot the next royal wedding whenever that is. But just find someone who can't afford a photo shoot and do a photo shoot with your phone, or find a half decent used DSLR on Marketplace, and then just do a photo shoot for free. If you love it, you'll be willing to do it for free. So success leaves clues, and follow those clues. My next piece of encouragement is to do it afraid. I can promise you that every single time I step in front of a camera, or I'm a preacher, every time I step in front of a congregation, I'm afraid. I don't feel ready. I feel like there's someone else out there who could do it better than me. That's okay. Do it afraid. I don't think anyone ever really feels ready. I don't think anyone ever really feels like they're the best, probably except Kanye West and Conor McGregor. But do it afraid and keep hitting your reps. Nothing is going to improve you like experience. There's a difference between movement and action. Movement is good, movement is vital, movement is what you need to do because you need to research, you need to learn, and you need to grow that way. That's movement, and it's fantastic, but you need action. Nothing is going to get you better at photography than taking and editing photographs. Nothing is going to get you better at talking to people about Jesus than talking to people about Jesus. It is action that we actually require. Lastly, I want to encourage you to have a focus on other people. The key to being miserable your whole life is to focus on yourself. So have a focus on other people, wanting to build them up and encourage them. Decide that you are going to be a net positive to the world around you. Even if it's just something extremely small, but every day make a very small difference in the world around you. If that's picking up one thing of litter, you made a difference. Okay, I want to just encourage you now with some understanding ideas around it. It's really progress as human beings that we desire. We think it's results, getting your article in the newspaper for the first time. But once that happens, you're going to be happy. But how long are you going to be happy for? A week, a month, a day? Now, what we are wired for is progress. And when we're making progress, when we can see that we're getting better at writing or taking videos or editing something, whatever it is that your passion is, when you can see that you're making progress in it, and that's what makes you feel fulfilled and satisfied. We are wired for progress. I want to encourage you to enjoy the journey, not just the end result, but enjoy the journey and every step along the journey. And lastly, I want to encourage you to live with excellence. Whether you're flipping burgers or doing inventory, whatever it is that you're doing, big or small, live with excellence. And opportunities will come your way. People will see that you're doing things with excellence, that you're putting your heart into everything that you're doing, and they will recognize that and honor you for it. Live with excellence. So I hope this video was encouraging for you. I hope it's not overwhelming. And I would just love to encourage you to fuel yourself. Invest in yourself because success leaves clues. Do it afraid. find a problem, find a people, and just make small steps towards your goal. Enjoy the process, focus on other people, live with excellence, and make sure you keep hitting your reps. Thank you and God bless.